Billy Luna.
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know nothing about that. That's all Vlad's getting for an answer. I love this.
And there was just a whole internal war in terms of what's happening. Nicky Scarfo became the boss of the Philly family.
I love Joey's expression. He's like, he's betraying nothing. I love it. And in terms of the stories that Vlad is going over, I'll tell you a little more about that. Philip Chickaman Testa met his demise, as described in the Bruce Springsteen song Atlantic City. A nail bomb planted beneath Testa's porch blew him to pieces. Testa's murder sparked a bloody war within the Philly Cosa Nostra family. Nicky Scarfo eventually seized the top position of boss for himself. Scarfo promoted his childhood friend, Chucky Merlino, Joey's pop, to underboss. Here we go. Joey Merlino on Vlad TV. We're going to watch it, and I'm going to pause it, give you information about what they're talking about, react to it, basically.
Please subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video. Thank you.
It's called Joey Merlino, rumored boss of Philly Mafia, says he doesn't know anything about the Mafia Part 1. That's the title. Surprise, surprise. That's what I predicted. I predicted Joey will give up nothing. I predicted Joey will give up nothing. I don't think Joey will never mention the words Mafia or Cosa Nostra, and he's going to give up nothing. So here we go. Let's watch.
Joey Merlino, a.k.a. Skinny Joey, who the media has claimed for years is the boss of the Philadelphia Mafia. Welcome to Vlad TV.
How you doing? Welcome. How are you?
Vlad says, he's the media says he's the boss. He's like, how you doing? He's not going to say anything. Joey is not going to confirm nor deny anything.
It's your first time here.
Alleged.
I want to start at the very beginning.
Joey's like, alleged.
God.
So, born.
Joey's like, go ahead. Come on. What do you got? Joey is not going to fold, okay? Vlad is not, Mike Wallace of 60 Minutes, okay? Joey is not going to cry. Joey is not going to fold. Joey has not folded under prosecutors and, bad cops, this, that, the other. I don't think that Vlad is going to come close to making Joey say anything he doesn't want to say. In fact, I guarantee it.
Born and raised in South Philly.
Yes, my whole life.
Your parents are Italian, Salvatore Chucky Merlino and Rita Giordano?
Yeah, Giordano, that's my mother, yeah.
He's talking about Chucky Merlino, Salvatore Chucky Merlino, Joey's father, who is the one-time boss of the Philly Cosa Nostra family. And it seems like Vlad is kind of sticking to his, bullet points that he got from Wikipedia, like we usually expect from Vlad. Chucky was underboss of the family under his childhood friend, Nicky Scarfo, who was the boss. Back in 1963, Merlino and Scarfo had an altercation in a Philadelphia diner that ended with Scarfo fatally stabbing a longshoreman named William Duggan. Scarfo ended up serving a 6-month prison term for that. There's a rumor that Scarfo demoted Chucky back down to captain because of his alcoholism. And whatever the case, he was convicted in 1988. He was a stand-up guy, never ratted, and Chucky Merlino died in a Fort Worth prison in 2012 at the age of 73.
Listen, when I was a kid, I was never home. I went home to eat. That was it. The kids are all up today. That's why they're all fat. They play video games. They don't do thing.
He says the kids are all fat. He is Skinny Joey Merlino. He said that in his last YouTube video on his channel too. He's got a little bit of a beef with the lazy fat kids today. I think he's right.
In terms of your dad, did he tell you what he did for a living, or what did you think he did for a living when you were a kid?
He worked in a mechanic place, Armstrong Springs.
His dad worked as a mechanic in Armstrong Springs. Joey's going to stick to the story here. He ain't going to deviate.
Okay, so as a kid, did you get in trouble, or were you a relatively good kid?
Every day, trouble.
Every day, Joey got into trouble. I can identify with a misspent youth back east. I had one as well.
My mother beat me up every day. My father, like 4 times a year.
His mother beat him up every day. His father 4 times a year. That's a typical Italian mother. Sounds like from South Philly.
We were bad.
Okay.
We were bad kids. We used to throw eggs at cops, mischief night. That's what everybody in South Philly did.
That's awesome. A mischief night. He's talking about mischief night, the night before Halloween, throwing eggs at cops. Come on. Who hasn't done that?
Okay. Were you getting arrested as a kid at all?
I got a few times. Minor
Okay.
shit, throwing eggs at cops.
Throwing eggs at cops. That's just healthy, youthful, civil disobedience right there.
Did you know about the mafia as a kid?
No.
Did you know about the mafia as a kid? I love Joey's expression. Nah, he's not going to say anything, Vlad. He's not going to say he knew about the mafia as a kid, a teenager, an adult, or now.
You were 18. The Philly boss, Angelo Bruno, got killed.
I don't know nothing about it. I was a kid.
Joey's giving him nothing, and that's all he's going to get. Vlad's now going back to his Wikipedia page about the Philly mob, and he's like, Angelo Bruno got killed. I'll tell you a little bit more about that story. Angelo Bruno, the old school boss of the Philadelphia crime family, sometimes called the Gentle Don because of the relative nonviolence of his reign, met a gruesome end in March 1980 with a shotgun blast to the head. The hit was planned by his consigliere, Anthony Caponegro. Bruno's driver, John Stanfa, pulled the trigger on the shotgun that killed his boss. Years later, the Sicilian-born Stanfa would be installed by New York as the Philly boss. But in the immediate aftermath of the Bruno hit, Philip the Chicken Man Testa took over as boss. Testa appointed Little Nicky Scarfo as his consigliere. A complex web of betrayal and greed led up to the Bruno hit, with Caponegro desiring to possess the Philly family leadership. Caponegro was later killed in South Bronx on the New York Mafia Commission's orders.
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know nothing about that. That's all Vlad's getting for an answer. I love this.
And there was just a whole internal war in terms of what's happening. Nicky Scarfo became the boss of the Philly family.
I love Joey's expression. He's like, he's betraying nothing. I love it. And in terms of the stories that the Wikipedia points that Vlad is going over, I'll tell you a little more about that. Philip Chicken Man Testa met his demise, as described in the Bruce Springsteen song Atlantic City. A nail bomb planted beneath Testa's porch blew him to pieces. Testa's murder sparked a bloody war within the Philly Cosa Nostra family. Nicky Scarfo eventually seized the top position of boss for himself. Scarfo promoted his childhood friend, Chucky Merlino, Joey's pop, to underboss.
His nephew.
They say after Nicky,
Joey's like, what? Vlad's getting on Joey's nerves a little bit now.
you don't know anything.
I don't want to talk about none of the mob stuff. I want to talk about the rats.
Billy Luna.
Please subscribe to the Billy Luna channel and like the video. Thank you.